Hi, I'm Derek Williams, the Assistant Director here at River Valley Technical Center, and on behalf of the RVTC staff, teachers, administration, and Board of Directors, I'd like to welcome you here tonight to our annual awards ceremony. I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity to work with this amazing group of young people. This is the best group of students I've had the opportunity to work with as a Tech Center administrator. Granted, this is my first year as an administrator. The students we recognize tonight should be very proud of their accomplishments. Most of these students are graduating and heading on to college and/or careers. This is an exciting time to be a job seeker, with employers struggling to find qualified employees. Being recognized here tonight means that you have the entry-level qualifications in the field that you have spent the last 2 years studying. Having the skills and knowledge to be successful after high school didn't happen by chance. You have put in the time and effort required to develop your skills and learn the necessary information. Hopefully, you have enjoyed the time you have spent with us at RVTC, and it has prepared you for the career you will enjoy in the future. Before I move on, I would like to give the students a chance to stand and recognize their family and friends for supporting them through their development into the wonderful young adults they have become. At this time, I would like to welcome Scott Farr to the stage and hand out the first set of awards.
Before I hand out the awards, I'll give a little explanation because we're going to talk in Tech Center language, and I want to do a little translation session for you before we start so you know what the young person here that we're honoring tonight earned. So you'll hear us say the following things, and here's what it means. So when we say college credit eligible, that means through work that they've done with us, they are eligible through a handful of ways of earning college credit with some post-secondary institution. So that when you hear college credit eligible, that's what that means. Gold medal means that they won a gold medal at a statewide competition competing against 14 other technical centers in the state of Vermont. And if they won a gold, that means they qualified for nationals in their given student leadership organization. If it's IRC, that means industry recognized credential, and that's a certification of some kind in that career field that is portable and means something as far as that industry, and it is a valuable certification to have. And now the simpler ones. Most improved means over the course of the year, their instructor thought they were the most improved, and student of the year, it's kind of an overall performance. So, it never fails that it's 80 and humid on this night. So it's 80 and it's humid, it must be student recognition night. So we'll start, we'll ask the business and financial students to come to the stage.
We'll get right to it. So this is my first year as a teacher, and I quickly learned that the qualities that make an exemplary employee also make an exemplary student. This year, the Outstanding Student of the Year for the Business and Financial Services program was hardworking, dependable, self-starter, and willing to help in a pitch. Although he is not a graduating senior, he is a junior, he was definitely the outstanding student in the program, and it's Alex Nacarado.
On to carpentry. Mr. James Galpin received an IRC, is the most improved, and is a program completer.
I don't want you all to start thinking that there's only one student per class. We're not setting a precedence here. So. My outstanding student wasn't able to be here this evening, but that's Tyler Thomas was my most outstanding student. So my most improved, James Galpin, some of us have known since pre-tech, so he's been here 3 years. And he was very shy, very quiet, really doesn't want to be on stage right now, and showed very little confidence. And it's been such a pleasure to watch him grow so much over the 3 years, not just in carpentry, but he is also a volunteer junior firefighter. He's earned his CPR certification, and he has learned to work independently. James is always willing to help others, and whatever it takes. Whatever I needed something, James was always the first to jump up there and get to it. And even though some things don't come easily for James, he never quits, he never complains, and that's why he is my most improved.
Okay, we have the criminal justice students. Industry recognized credential, program completer, Bjorn Bartlett. Derek. Mr. Carafa messed up the order of those certificates. We'll try to cover for Mr. Carafa. College credit eligible, industry recognized credential program completer, Nathan Cheney. Not here. That's why that. College credit eligible, industry recognized credential program completer, Zachary Cooper. Zach was also very helpful setting all of this up, so thank you, Zach. College credit eligible, industry recognized credential program completer, James Kraft. College credit eligible, industry recognized credential program completer, Leah Godden. College credit eligible, industry recognized credential, program completer, Alyssa Jamie. College credit eligible, industry recognized credential, program completer, Jocelyn Melito. Mr. Carafa with the most improved and student of the year.
I have more than one student, so it was a little tough. My most improved student started my class as a junior last year and was very shaky to begin with. She came into the class with a lack of confidence in herself, and this was affecting her classwork. As she progressed through my junior year and this year as a senior, I watched her grow into a very confident young lady. As she gained the confidence, her work also improved. I feel she truly deserves this award. Jocelyn? My student of the year excelled beyond my expectations. He continued to begin his junior year through his senior year and did excellent work. His work was done very well most of the time anyway. His work was on time, again, most of the time. But this student took it upon himself to contact Keene PD, do a ride-along, and deal with their K-9 unit down there because he wants to go into K-9. Then he proceeded to go to Chester and rode with Chester. Jorn?
Will culinary come on up? Kimone Donald, IRC. Quadell Jackson, IRC. Not here. Ryan Murray, IRC. No. Rebecca Delbove, IRC, program completer. Connor Falois, IRC, program completer. Kelsey Frazier, IRC, program completer. Sophie Garina, IRC, program completer. Leviathan Hazen Foster, IRC, program completer. Trevor Moore, IRC, program completer. Dana Maury, IRC, program completer. Jasmine Ricketts, IRC, program completer. Jessica Lightham, program completer. I'd like to invite Chef Vargas and Grunwald up to the podium to present their awards.
We've had an amazing group of students here in culinary, but the most improved student for me is Rebecca Delbove. Rebecca, a junior from Springfield High School. Rebecca works well in the kitchen, the bakery, and the dining room, what we call in the culinary industry an employable and valuable team member. Rebecca has helped at many functions, extracurricular activities in culinary. She's helped at the Empty Bowl dinner, the holiday buffet. She's a Skills USA member and competed in the restaurant service competition up at NECI, New England Culinary Institute. She has received the Aaron Douglas Award for 2 years in a row. She's been student of the quarter, has volunteered for Tech Center tours, and is a National Technical Society inductee. Rebecca is chosen by Chef and I as she has grown in skills, ability, and confidence and poise in these past 2 years, and we wish her well next year as she finishes her senior year at Springfield High School. Rebecca. The next student I'd like to recognize is a student from Green Mountain. Her name is Jasmine Ricketts. She's a senior at Green Mountain. It's been exciting to watch her skills grow and develop in the past 2 years in the culinary program. Jasmine has accomplished a lot in her time here. She is a Skills USA member. She placed 3rd last year in the Skills Restaurant Service Competition up at New England Culinary Institute. She was inducted into the National Technical Honor Society. She received her industry credential Serve Safe. She received the Aaron Douglas Award, Student of the Quarter, and she's been a valuable player of our class. Jasmine really shines when she's out in the River Valley Cafe serving our guests. Jasmine's also working as a hostess up at the Grafton Inn and Tavern, where she will continue to work after graduation. But most of all, Jasmine is a quality person as she is friendly, dependable, and maintains a positive, upbeat attitude. Thank you, Jasmine. You too, Rebecca.
Good evening. I'd like to mention that the students that aren't present for this ceremony are working. There's a big demand for culinary workers out in the field, and most of these students up here are already out there working, so hats off to them. Okay, I would like to recognize Dana Mooring as being our most improved student of the year this year. When Dana showed up at the beginning of last year, he already had really good, solid culinary skills. He had good communication skills. He had good problem-solving skills. He did everything right. As we progressed through the 2 years of instruction, Dana improved his skills and improved his ability to communicate with other people and work hard with other people. While Dana was in the culinary program, he participated in the Skills USA New England Culinary Chef's Challenge in September, and he also held down a job at Shaw's grocery store down in North Walpole all through his instruction of his senior year. So I would like to wish Dana good luck in the future and keep on doing what you're doing because you're doing everything right. Congratulations, Dana. Okay, it's my pleasure to recognize Leviathan Hazen Foster as the most outstanding student in the culinary lab this year. Levi has been a driving force in the culinary program. He represented the Tech Center along with Dana in the Skills USA, or the New England Culinary Necky Classic in the fall. Levi also participated in the Skills USA cooking competition. Those are always high-stress learning experiences for our young people. I'd like to congratulate Levi on attaining industry credentials. He's a hard worker. He's often staying after class to help clean up, and believe me, as a chef in the lab, that's always really gratifying to have a student that stays until the job is completed. I would also take the time to present Levi with New England Culinary Institute $1,000 scholarship to use to go to the New England Culinary Institute in his future culinary educational endeavors. Congratulations, Levi.
Health Careers is coming to the stage. College credit eligible, industry recognized credential, program completer Matilda Caldwell. College credit eligible, industry recognized credential program completer Alexandra Steele. Oh, not here. Okay. I think she plays softball, right? I don't know. Industry recognized credential program completer Amber Thomas. College credit eligible, industry recognized credential and program completer Madeline Woods. Ms. Reeves with the most improved and student of the year.
So what a year it's been with this group of students. Each one of these level 2 students has amazing strengths and attributes that'll carry them really far in this life. Each one has also had individual challenges and has come through each one with a new perspective. When I consider all that this technical center stands for and the goal that we focus on, I must recognize Amber Thomas as my most improved student of the year. Amber has made amazing strides in exploring a focus for her future. She explored what Health Careers offers and has become a strong advocate for herself in both her education and her social sphere. Amber has always been committed to her time here at RVTC. She's top attendance this year. She arrives ready to work. Amber is focused academically, punctual with her work and attendance. In a brave step, Amber will be moving across country to start her adult life and hopes to enroll in an online veterinary assistant program soon. Congratulations, Amber. There's an amazing change that occurs in these students as they move from timid 11th graders to confident, focused seniors. Madeline Woods stands out to me, though, as she started the program a bit scattered, but is always focused on becoming part of the healthcare community. Maddie's obtained her LNA and is enrolled in the River Valley Community College's nursing program. Maddie, my outstanding student, is dedicated to her future, where I know her commitment, determination, and confidence will serve her well. We have a Tom Lever Scholarship, and this is awarded to individuals who plan to continue in the field of healthcare, generously providing $750 for 4 years, I think. Yep. This year's recipient has shown so many qualities that are outstanding throughout her years at RVTC. Her character illustrates empathy and gentle strength. She's been the backbone in our classroom, and her ability to both lead and support others exemplifies her flexibility and maturity. Unfortunately, she can't be here tonight. Her future plans include attending Southern Vermont College to study nursing and who knows what else, but we wish best wishes and congratulations to Allie Steele.
John Harmer and the horticulture students, please come on down. Katrina Allen, industry recognized credential and program completer. Michael Bushy, industry recognized credential, program completer. Amanda Ferguson, industry recognized credential, program completer. Dylan Van Gilder, industry recognized credential, program completer. Tyler Westney, industry recognized credential, program completer. Thomas T.J. Carroll, industry recognized credential, program completer. I'm going to invite Mr. Harmer up to present some awards.
So we're going to have Diane Gomes speak to the Vermont Land Trust Award.
The Vermont Land Trust conserves working farmland and forest land for the future of Vermont. To date, they have conserved over 550,000 acres. The Vermont Land Trust recognizes that the people who work for the land are critical for the mission of protecting the working landscape. In particular, the Land Trust believes that it is the young people of today who are essential to maintaining Vermont's rural economy for the future. This year, I'm happy to announce that the $250 Vermont Land Trust Award goes to Amanda Ferguson.
Good evening. I would first like to recognize a couple of students here. And first I'd like to congratulate Katrina Allen, and she's to the far left of the stage. She's an adult student in her second year and has just done an excellent job at becoming part of the school culture as an adult, and came into a group of teenagers and really fit into the class, became one of us, contributed to everything that she could, and has gotten herself a job that she wants with a property management company, working for a large estate and being a property manager there. So congratulations to Katrina. I'd also like to present two program scholarships. These are going to go to two young gentlemen who are going directly into the field, so this will go towards equipment that they would buy. There will be specialty equipment in tree care or landscaping fields. So I'd like to present one to T.J. Carroll and one to Tyler Weston. Last to present my outstanding student, Tech Center strives to teach workplace skills, collaboration, communication, organization, amongst many others, work ethic. And all of these students have clearly exhibited those qualities through the many projects and activities that we do here at school and out in the community. And honestly, they've made me very proud, and in some ways made my job very easy at all the hard work that they've done. So I'm very proud to have been their teacher. I'd also like to kind of do this a little bit differently. In order to be fair in choosing one student, I looked at and kind of thought about the word consistency. And I felt that Tyler Westney was the most consistent, with attendance, organization towards academic work, working collaboratively with everybody, and communicating and attention to detail. So I'd like to present Tyler Westney with the Outstanding Student for the Horticulture Program.
Ask Human Services to make their way to the stage. Good? Okay. Industry recognized credential program completer, Jennifer Anders. Industry recognized credential program completer, Emily Ditzler. Industry recognized credential program completer, Michaela Macy. I'm getting a lot of help up here. I'm not, hopefully I get it right. Industry recognized credential program completer, Holly Prue. Who? Industry recognized credential program completer, Brenna Nelson. Brianna Nelson. Industry recognized credential program completer, J.C. Richards. Ms. Lee Hatch.
So I just want to give a shout out to my two students who aren't here, Callista Polidor and Ariana Rowe, who the final score just came through to me. Springfield Cosmos girls softball won 9-2. So, and I'd also like to say that Callista Polidor is the recipient of the Jennifer Bixby Scholarship, which is a scholarship in honor of a former early childhood educator in Springfield who passed away 2 years ago now. And the scholarship of $500 will go to Callista Polidor, who's going to major in early childhood education, elementary ed at Fitchburg State University this fall. Now on to the good stuff. I actually want to recognize all of my level 2 students for their individual growth and their personal accomplishments over the past 2 years. They have all impressed me, and I look forward to hearing about their adventures in the years to come. But the student who earned the distinction of most improved beat out some pretty tough competition this year. My most improved student has gone from a quiet, less than motivated student to an enthusiastic and employable one. Last year it was a challenge to get her to interact with her fellow students and myself. This year she's one of a few who have done what I had hoped they would do, and that is to spend at least 2 days a week working in a setting that they hope to find a career in. Holly Prue has been in a kindergarten classroom since last fall. Both in and out of my classroom, she displays dependability, flexibility, and a sense of humor. Holly has proven herself to be dedicated to the field, and I hope that she is able to pursue her dream. Holly? For my outstanding student, I'd like to say that it was tough to choose just one. Okay, it was, really. To be an outstanding student, you must first take initiative. This student has done that. Not only is she organized, but she helps to keep me that way too. She's the first to let me know when she needs a new assignment. She uses her time effectively, and she takes responsibility for her actions and her work. Her outgoing and effervescent personality is contagious. She works well with her peers, and especially with the students and teachers in our lab preschool. She missed only one day this year. She was a recipient of the Aaron Douglas Award. She was inducted last week into the National Technical Honor Society. She is jazzy, efficient, normal, nonchalant, inquisitive, fantastic, enthusiastic, and respectful. Jennifer Anders, congratulations on being outstanding student in level 2, and I hope you're successful in all of your future endeavors.
We designed this picture collage for our teacher for being the best teacher out there. Thanks for the 2 years of awesome adventures.
Mr. Sid and the industrial trade students. Gregory Messer, program completer. Tyson Taylor, industry recognized credential, program completer. Antonio Torres, industry recognized credential, program completer. Mr. Sid, if you'd please come present your awards.
Good evening, everyone. As Derek said, I'm the new industrial trades teacher, and being such, I have inherited Rich Fuller's Level 1 students, and it's been a very interesting year. And so, unfortunately, we have 5 of the students that aren't able to make tonight, 2 of which are playing against Bellows Falls in the game, Zach Tubbs and John Hildreth. 3 of the other students were unable to make this also. 2 of those students are in the testing process for their 3G certification. But I want to make mention of Zach Tubbs in particular, and with John Hildreth, both of them passed their American Welding Society 3G certification. Ryan Ahonen and Cameron Parker, like I said, are in their testing stage, and hopefully they'll pass that. But I've got some awards to pass out to Zach Tubbs. I wish he was here. Zach Tubbs just is a phenomenal student. Of all the years I've been teaching, I've never met a student so dedicated, focused, respectful, right there to do what needs to be done. And so in respect for that, I gave him the Outstanding Student of the Award. And I also awarded him a program scholarship. He is attending Eastern Maine Community College, and he will be pursuing a career in welding. And John Hildreth is also attending Paris Community College, and he also is pursuing a career in welding. It's been a pleasure, and I think that's it.
Ms. Fletcher. College credit eligible, industry recognized credential, Taylor Drinker. College credit eligible, industry recognized credential, Joshua Sherman. Successful program completer, Jasmine Goings. Here. Who is it? Their name's not on the list. Devin who? Oh, here it is. Oh, there's 2 pieces of paper. There we go. College credit eligible, Devin Carrier. Jasmine also had college credit. Sorry about that, Jasmine. You were on the other piece of it. I knew, yeah. Okay. And college credit eligible, Anthony Benware.
As I describe attributes for the most improved or outstanding student of the year in IT, I could be talking about many of my students I've worked with this year, but I have to choose one, so here goes. For the most improved student of the year in IT, I've chosen a student who has grown in so many ways. She has taken her skills in photo editing and web design to create websites for local nonprofits. She has shown great patience and maturity as she worked to explain the process for maintaining those sites to the not-so-techie senior citizens who will maintain the sites that she built. I've watched her self-confidence grow as her skills develop to reflect a young woman capable and interested in learning new things and applying them to real-world applications. She is well-liked by all of her classmates and myself. She is respectful, kind-hearted, and genuinely a pleasure to work with. My most improved student of the year is Sophia Gulick. Oh, and I have your, congratulations, Sophie. For my outstanding student this year, I've chosen a student who has exhibited characteristics of grit and perseverance. She has excelled throughout the year in all areas of our curriculum. My greatest challenge throughout the year has been keeping her challenged. She has gone above and beyond, working with a classmate to create a website for local nonprofits as well, programming a micro-sized computer as a retro arcade game, using the 3D printer to print her very imaginative and unique 3D puzzles. Her talents are many, her interests diverse, and this combined with a quirky, fun, and very interesting personality make my outstanding student of the year, Taylor Drinker. I also, she's not here this evening, but Brooke Goodwin is the recipient of a $500 scholarship. She is a senior who will be attending VTC in the fall.
Will Matt Bickford and the MDI students please come on down? Lakota Blaisdell, IRC. Michael Hool Jr., IRC. Caleb White, IRC. Austin Cavillion, IRC Program Completer. Jeremiah Howarth, IRC Program Completer. Mark Turco, College Credit, IRC Program Completer. Will Mr. Bickford please come present some awards?
I didn't really prepare anything, but can everybody hear me? Good. But so I have 3 seniors, 3 level 2s. It was very difficult to choose most improved, so I am going to basically speak to all 3 of my seniors individually. Trust me, I won't go over that long. First person I want to recognize as someone that came to me with a very checkered past, but ended up growing to really take on a cooperative opportunity and translate it into a job. I really do believe that Austin Cavillion will have a bright career as a machinist. Thank you. I appreciate that. So if you don't mind, please give a hand to Austin Cavillion. So Jeremiah Horath came to me, again, very quiet individual, not quite sure where the direction was going, but over the course of the past 2 years, he really nailed it down. As a matter of fact, I think that personally, he's impressed me and our co-op coordinator, Dave Culver, with his abilities of SolidWorks. So he will be attending Clarkson University this fall. My most improved goes to Jeremiah Horath. All right, Mark Turco just came to me his first year as a level 1 going, I wanted to go to the GE apprenticeship. I was like, okay, that's direction. So over the years, he really, over the past 2 years, he really muscled down, really had a direction and a focus. Very proud of him in achieving, well, we don't know if he's actually been chosen yet, but really putting effort towards that goal. Can't thank him enough for spearheading the Skills USA advanced manufacturing team. Him, Caleb White, and Mike Hool, they all took second up at Center Stafford for that. My program student of the year is Mark Turco.
Mr. Vestal and the pre-technical studies program.
I guess a little bit about the program first, because this is the only program in this whole center that is designed for freshmen and sophomores as opposed to junior and seniors, which is what you've seen the rest of the students up here on the stage for. Thank you, Mr. Farr. So we have a bit of a younger clientele in our class here. And why I'm telling you this right now is because that ever difficult transition from 8th grade into 9th grade in high school is what a lot of my students are transitioning and going through at this time. And it's a difficult one. And a lot of them struggle with it. A lot of them take some time to really get used to it. But I'd like to acknowledge Mr. Dylan Meyer for my most improved student, because at the beginning of the year, he was going through that same exact transition of figuring out where he sits into this high school world and what he's actually going to be doing in our class, which is focused on career exploration. And this last quarter, he's really kind of taken it by the horns, and he has driven his focus onto health careers as a profession. He's gone on 2 job shadows in the past week, one to the Springfield ER, which was today, and the OR, where he saw a surgery last week. And I'm really very confident that he's going to have a great career in the health careers himself, if he desires to so choose so. So, Mr. Dylan Meyer, most improved student. All right, and then we also have most outstanding student. And I don't have a speech, but I do have a quote, so I'm going to just read this quote really fast. I'll just read it. His unwavering professionalism, continuous work ethic, his mythical sense of humor known only truest to people closest to him, all add up to something more than just a terrific basketball player. It adds up to a role model, and one who isn't trying to be a role model, but just is in the inner depths of his core. And that was written about Tim Duncan, who's a power forward for the Spurs. And I really, when I saw that quote about 3 or 4 months ago, it just struck me who that was in my classroom. And this is Tegan Bacon, who joins us from Bellows Falls, and this is what he really embodies. He is a leader in our classroom. He doesn't need to ever be told what to do. He's always looking what he can do. And he leads by example all the time and every time. So I'd like you guys to all give a warm round of applause for Tegan Bacon, Pre-Tech Most Outstanding Student.
Mr. Martin and Mr. McNaughton in the AVP class. Christina Foster, program completer. Mike Hines, program completer. Tess Johnson, program completer. Heather Morse, program completer. Rachel Spiegel, program completer. Rebecca Ferreira, gold medal. Elliot Thompson, gold medal.
Want to use that first?
Seamus Martin to present some awards.
I'll make this quick. How are we feeling? We okay? Okay, good talk. So the person I nominated for Outstanding Student was just a pleasure to have in class. She consistently demonstrated proficiency in industry and employability skills. Basically what that means is not only did she learn how to do live sound and stage lighting at concerts and record people in the studio, but she showed up nearly every day, on time, ready to work, just totally into whatever it was we were doing. She works great in a team environment. She works great by herself, and in fact, she's produced an entire radio show called Music and More on WOOL-FM. So yeah, please join me in congratulating outstanding student Rachel Spiegel.
All right. So for the past few years, I've had an incredibly talented group of students. They, each in their own way, are deserving of recognition tonight, but due to the keep it under 5 minutes rule, I'll only recognize a few. First award I'd like to present this evening is a $250 scholarship, which goes to a student who spent 4 years in AVP. I've had the fortune of traveling to Skills USA Nationals with her for the past 2 years, and as a gold medalist recipient for digital cinematography, we'll be headed back to Louisville, Kentucky for one last shot at a second national gold medal. This scholarship is awarded to Rebecca Ferreira. For the past 4 years, I've had the privilege of working with one of the most talented students to ever pass through the doors of RVTC. The student has a GPA greater than 4.0 and is a member of both the National Honor Society and the National Technical Honor Society. At the Castleton Film Festival, he won half of the awards given out. As a sophomore, he and his partner Rebecca went to Skills USA Nationals for television production and won the national gold medal up against seniors from all 50 states, plus Guam, Puerto Rico, and the Virgin Islands. As a junior, his Career Safe video won $3,500 for the Technical Center. And this year, he and his partner will once again represent Vermont Skills USA Nationals, this time for digital cinematography. I think it's pretty clear at this point I'm talking about Elliot Thompson. There's nothing, well, you can clap if you want to. There's nothing and no one that can stand in the way of Elliot's passion and pursuit for a career in film and video production. The work he has produced during the time in and outside of AVP has gained him acceptance into several prestigious film schools, including his top choice of Chapman University, where he'll be attending next fall. It's my privilege to have the opportunity to present Elliot Thompson with the award for Most Outstanding Student, as well as a $500 scholarship.
Dave Culver's coming up. He's our co-op coordinator.
Could the following students please come forward? Bjorn Bartlett, Jeremiah Hullworth, Rena Larakis is not here, but she is, I didn't see her earlier, all right. Brianna Nelson, Dylan Van Gelder, and Tyson Taylor. You all come up and line up over on this side so we're all together, I'd appreciate it. Come up those stairs is fine, but all over on this side, appreciate it. While they're coming up, I am the co-op coordinator, and unlike the other programs, I don't have a program. I don't have a competency list. I support the other teachers. I do the work-based learning and organize it over on this side. Appreciate it, guys. And that way I can keep an eye on you. So I work with all the teachers, and what you've got here are people from 5 different programs, and I set up job shadows, any kind of internships, those kinds of things. Normally, I come up here with the program where I give the Outstanding Student Award, but this year I had the opportunity to offer college credit for the first time. So the following students, Bjorn Jeremiah, Arena's not here, Brianna and Dylan earned CCV college credit this year. And I just want to point out, it was a double challenge for them in that for many of them it was the first time to see college level rigor, and that was new and challenging. And on top of that, it had to be online because they already had full-time jobs or work experiences and classes, so we couldn't squeeze in a class program like in a period, so they did the whole course online along with 80 hours of work experience. So I'd just like to congratulate them on a very hard-fought battle. I know it was challenging, but if I could have a round of applause for the college credit folks, I'd appreciate it. Tyson, if you could come on over. I want to start. Tyson, give him a smile. This is Tyson. I've known Tyson since he was about in kindergarten. I coached him in baseball back in elementary school, and the smile is what gets you, because I remember yelling at him, saying, Tyson, you can't do that. And all I do is say, yes, boss, I'll try harder next time. It's the smile that makes him unbelievably employable. I've invited Tyson up here as the Student of the Year for the co-op program this year. And I almost wish I had my own award ceremony, because as I saw these students come up, teachers know me, I have 20-minute stories about the great things they did throughout the year. So I'd like to briefly say this about Tyson. Recently, a recent alumni came in and talked to some students, and the teachers know about this because I was very impressed with what the student had to say, because he talked about success, and he said, everybody goes through the same experiences. The difference between successful people and those that are not are successful people seek out nuggets of learning, nuggets of wisdom, and no matter what they do, and they try to use that to grow to become better. And I really believe that's what makes Tyson a great co-op student and will be a great employee someday. I went and visited Tyson at HB. He's got his uniform on right now. He did a co-op there and a second one over at Hennessy in Saxons River. And I went and visited him. He wasn't there. He was out on the road. So I asked his employer, hey, how's he doing? What's going on? And they said, he was great. Yesterday he came in and he spent the entire afternoon straightening up and organizing the storage closet. As a co-op coordinator, I cringe when I hear that, because you're supposed to be learning, not slave labor. And it's an unpaid work experience, so he shouldn't be doing that. And I kind of told him, I said, this is not really appropriate. And they said, you know what? He was amazing. He put that smile on, he jumped into it, and he was appreciative that he got to do something new and different. When I asked him about it and said, I didn't really like you doing that, he said, no, it was a great learning experience. I got to go through inventory. I learned part names. I knew part numbers. I really understood a lot more by doing that. That's what makes successful people successful, is that kind of attitude. And with that attitude, and he's already been hired by HB as a full-time employee and going into the apprenticeship program for the next 4 years, I'd like to recognize Tyson Taylor as the Outstanding Co-op Student of the Year.
Okay, we're going to transition to center-wide awards. I want to first recognize an individual who, for the last, 10 years, has been making sizable donation to our scholarship fund through a foundation. That's Tom Lever. He's a resident of South Carolina, frequently in Italy. He keeps track of what we're doing. I always send a letter to him thanking him, let him know the students who had earned the scholarships, what they're doing, and every year he sends us over $10,000 in funds for scholarships. So every one of these program scholarships was matched. So if you heard that it was a $500 scholarship, that was $250 from program money and $250 for what we call the Lever Fund. As we move forward into the center-wide awards, there will be some 4-year scholarships that will announce the amounts, and those are all Lever Fund monies, and he would go like this to me for even mentioning him, but we wouldn't be able to do what we do and help these students with the cost of post-secondary without the Lever Foundation, so I want to make sure I mention him. Before we move on, I also want to mention that, as Mr. Culver said, a lot of these students are working. It's a really great time to be a young person entering the work world. There are more jobs and opportunities than there are folks to fill it, and it's a really exciting time. So wish you all the best of luck. So we'll start with the center-wide and special scholarships. give you our guidance coordinator, Diane Gomes.
I'm a little short for this. So the first award that I'm going to offer is the VSAC Scholarship Award. And this is a Vermont Honor Scholarship is for a student that demonstrated outstanding academic achievement and has gone beyond the call of duty. Now, as a guidance counselor, it's really tough for me to find these types of scholarships for just one student. My position allows me to meet all of the students and get to know them on, their academic level as well as a personal level when they have problems or just maybe a bad day. So finding just one student that goes above the call of duty is really tough because the center is full of wonderful students. But having said that, I only get to choose one. So I chose a student that has demonstrated what it means to be dedicated to the center. He has gone above and beyond, spending all of his time, all of his free time is what it seems, in our school, just perfecting his trade. And as was mentioned before, he competed multiple times in Skills USA and took home gold in both states and nationals. So I would like to invite Elliot Thompson to come up to the stage for a $1,000 scholarship. The other scholarship that I get to announce is the Roger McNamara Scholarship. Now, this student unfortunately is not able to be here today, but the Roger McNamara Scholarship is for a student that has been supportive and compassionate to others. The student displays enthusiasm in daily school activities and has always tried, even in the face of adversity. Now, this is for a man that unfortunately I never got to meet, but you can go around the center and still hear wonderful stories about him, and his influence in the school is still very strong. And this is a difficult award to give because there are so many students, like I said before, that show such dedication to this school and such compassion for others. So this award I'm going to give to Callista Polidor, who unfortunately again is not here today, but she has been so dedicated to both her home school and she is here. Oh, you came. Hooray, come here. This student has been dedicated not only to the tech center, but as well as her home school. And she has been involved in 4 sports and was captain of 2 of them. She had so much community service that she couldn't fit it in the application, so she had to write underneath all the lines. So Callista, congratulations.
The next scholarship is the Kurt Deschen Scholarship. It's a $1,000 one-year scholarship. Funds from the Kurt Deschen Scholarship are raised by an annual golf tournament and dinner held late September at the Crown Point Country Club. This event is organized by 2 River Valley Technical Center graduates, Brian Rapinati and Nick Barlow, and I know that Nick is still on our advisory for the horticulture program. Is very helpful to us. Kurt was killed in action while serving in Iraq in the U.S. Army. Kurt is a completer of our criminal justice program here, and although I didn't know Kurt personally, it's great to be at the golf tournament and hear his friends talk about him, and he's just what they say, he's a friend's friend, and he was always there for his friends, and just a really solid human being, and he really valued his friends and his friendship. So we look for those characteristics, just somebody that's solid in the community. This year's recipient of the Kurt Deschen Scholarship is involved in his community. He's involved in the emergency service program with the Mount Holly Fire Department. He's participated in a cooperative education program with a work experience at IVEC. He plays baseball. He's in the National Technical Honor Society, being inducted last week from Black River High School, attending either the apprenticeship program with General Electric, or going to study at VTC in mechanical engineering. This year's recipient of the Kurt Deschen Scholarship is Mark Turco.
Being the assistant director, I get the honor of presenting the assistant director's scholarship. Unfortunately, the student is not here this evening. I've got a chance to meet this student over the course of the year. We've had lots of chats, positive and not so positive. And this student came to the center not really knowing what they were going to do. They didn't really enjoy school a whole lot, and they were looking for a place to learn and have fun. So they decided to come to the tech center. Fortunately, while they were here, this student developed a lot more of the skills that he'll need in his job. He learned to show up on time, be ready for work, and he also got the opportunity to figure out what he liked and didn't like, and decided that while he wanted to work outdoors, working on a farm was not his cup of tea. And while he was here, he got to learn about Paul Smith, where he could go and study the things he was interested in, while also being able to take his lunch break and go fishing. So I'm really excited to present Sean Malloy with the Assistant Director Scholarship of $600 a year for 4 years to Sean Malloy.
We don't decide on these scholarships individually. There's a committee of 6 people where we look at criteria and see which students who have applied and filled out the paperwork would fit within the criteria of the scholarship. And then the committee of 6 or 8 people, we decide who is the best fit for the scholarship. And it was a pretty lengthy discussion this year, as it is most years. The Director's Scholarship is a scholarship of $750 for 4 years, so that's a total of $3,000. The criteria has to have a grade point average of B or better, have an exemplary attendance record, and involved in River Valley school activities and activities at their home school. This Springfield High School honor roll student has been active in athletics as a 4-year member of the football and baseball teams, and he's probably on the way back on a bus right now. He's been active in his community as a volunteer for the Black River cleanup that happens yearly. He has volunteered as an assistant at youth wrestling tournaments. He's been student of the quarter 4 times in this program. He was also once a pre-technical studies student 4 years ago. He's been an ambassador for sending school students who come and visit the program, for 8th graders to come visit the program. He has earned 3 industry-recognized credentials, the American Welding Society 3G Vertical Up Certification, the 4G Overhead Certification, and the OSHA 10-hour safety course for the construction industry. He will be attending Eastern Maine Community College in Bangor, Maine, studying welding technology. The 2016 Director's Scholarship winner is Zachary Tubbs. We're going to do this one a little differently than we've done it in the past, so we have a little video that we're going to start with.
Don't we all wish our lives were like the game of life? That with the spin of a wheel, we could choose our destiny. Lawyer, $200,000 a year. Spin, move, free college tuition. But life has a way of spinning itself around us. Fathers are farmers, mothers are teachers, and spinning the number 6 doesn't give you a promotion. On a frigid Vermont morning, when the ice must be scraped and the wood must be stacked, we are rarely voted the nicest people ever. And the wheel spins again. Flat basketballs, mason jar glassware, doors that don't close, dust clouds, clouds of snow, shovels, leaves, pigs to be fed, and mud boots to be worn. Advance your player. Will you choose the shortcut or the long way? In real life, there's no guarantee. Who would choose to have your father's dreams go up in flames? Who would choose to live on a country road with few friends, and then give your best friend Alzheimer's disease?
I'm a grandma, and I have a nice little grandson who lives right next door to me.
Even though our lives take twists and turns, the grit in my life has made me who I am.
This is one of our roosters we keep here.
I've learned that the last ember in our wood stove is enough to make warmth for the next day, and that loss can make a family stronger. I've learned that flat basketballs are good dog toys, and new dreams can be built from ashes. And finally, the game of life has awarded me with a chance to appreciate my key players. It's time for me to spin again.
By the way, this is continuing my movie that I was making.
So usually I try to play my speech so there's a little bit of suspense, but the cat's out of the bag now, I guess. So when the teachers suggest a name, they do a little something in writing, and I think Zach McNaughton could probably put it a lot better than I ever could. I highly recommend Elliot Thompson for the Director's Award. He is a once-in-a-lifetime student for the AVP program. Elliot lives and breathes technical education all day, every day. He owns and operates his own LLC corporation with a team of videographers and crew members, which he leads with several nonprofit productions for the hospital, the dam run, area promotional videos, and much more. He is a student that I am confident will go far in the film industry, and years from now, when his name appears on the big screen, we'll be able to point to the plaque in the main office. He started here. Elliot has been a student here 4 years. I thought it was 3, but 4, great. Like I said twice earlier, his teams have won state and nationally, and they're going to go represent Vermont again in cinematography. Took half of the awards. He probably should have got all the awards at Castleton. But for both times that we won gold for 2 times that a team that Elliot was on won gold, I was present. And the thing that struck me is Elliot does get a lot of attention, and people start congratulating him, and he's the first one, and I noticed it again this year, that pointed out the talent for his video, who is back there, Raven, pointed her out for being in the video. He quickly recognizes Rebecca Ferreira, who's here, who has been his partner in these videos. This year's team for television production from RVTC, 2 sophomores, both from Green Mountain, I believe. He helped them because they produced that. Last year's team that won cinematography gold at the state, the twins from Bellows Falls. He was very helpful, as all the students that were participating in them being successful. So when to think about who would get the Director's Award, this is not a scholarship or anything like that. It just recognizes good work that has an impact on the center as a whole and really captures who we are. And he has. You have got to watch the videos to believe it. And you saw one here. But he really captures the human side of what is going on. And so the Director's Award, and it's going to be a simple plaque right outside my office, goes to Elliot Thompson. He'll be attending Chapman University Dodge School of Film in the fall. He was helping me set up the computer in the atrium today. So this year's Director's Award goes to Elliot Thompson. So we're at the closing remarks. We made it, and it was 86 degrees out there and humid. An event like this doesn't happen without a lot of people pitching in and helping out. And a lot of people pitched in and helped out late in this one, because Mr. Williams said to me earlier, I didn't realize the amount of work that goes into this one. So a lot of people pitched in late and helped out late and helped out as the year wound down. So the Celebration Recognition Committee, I want to thank Derek Williams, Courtney Lee Hatch, Gretchen Austin Ward, Sue Dana, Donna Vargas, Zach McNaughton, Seamus Martin for all helping put all of this together. It's a big undertaking. It's like sugaring. We forget how much work it was the year before. Let's give them a round of applause. Special thanks to Coralie Schwanier and Brenda Balaget, who are administrative support in the office. They've been doing this for many years, so when something needs to be got done in a quick, 2 times they stepped up and helped us. Thanks to the Springfield High School Maintenance Department for helping set all this up, setting up the chairs where we had our meal earlier, and Cafe Services, and the Campus Connection for the meal and the drinks that we had today. Thank you. So let's say a little something to our students. Hopefully we've helped you in furthering your passion in a career field. If you enjoy what you're doing, then all other aspects of your life are improved. Having a career that you enjoy is all that we really want for you. It's simple, and you hear it from us all the time, and you heard it up here tonight. Be on time, be organized, have a plan, be a good coworker. Solve problems, put in a solid effort every day, and be passionate about what you are doing. And you have increased your odds of being successful a great deal. We have about 70 students leaving us this year, and if they carry forward, which I believe they will because that's what they've been hearing for the last couple of years, they're going to make all of us very proud. And our door is always open to you to come back and let us know how well you're doing. We love seeing you. And if you need some help along the way, even if it's 2-3 years out, come back and we'll help you. We're interested with you for this in the long run. So on behalf of the teachers, staff, administration of the River Valley Technical Center, I say congratulations and thank you. It's been our privilege to work with you. Have a pleasant evening, everybody. Thank you for attending tonight.